Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated, Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks to go out to Sun-Maid Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft. The first Monopoly board game went on sale. Social Security began. And Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
We sacrificed a lot, time, and like our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at Nationals.
just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these girls, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
Well, this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired, they were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you scored the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
US Youth Soccer has impacted my life by taking over, and I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
Played against some amazing girls, and I just think it was awesome.
It's really great to see my team like pull together to really work hard.
Being a regional champion is amazing. It's a once in a lifetime type of opportunity for these guys, for myself.
I'm really excited for these girls with this confidence to go to nationals and just test ourselves against great competition.
All right, folks, here we go, and it is time for soccer here at Overland Park, Kansas, the Shield Soccer Complex. John Peters here with you, our producer Daniel Reed, and these two teams are about as far apart in the country as you can imagine. From Southern California, it will be the Golden State White squad, FC Golden State White, under Coach Robert Friedland in the 19U boys, taking on the team out of Lehigh Valley in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Lehigh Valley United, coached by Michael Gorney. I tell you, these two teams coming in here, one going through the National League competition, making it in that way. Another team doing great in their Far West Regional, and they will come together right here. Let's talk a little bit about where we are in Overland Park, Kansas, the geographical center of the United States right here in Kansas. This is the soccer center of the United States this week, with the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. 104 teams here, almost 3,000 athletes, coaches, referees, all coming together to crown 14 national champions. That will happen Friday night for the 13 and under. It will happen on Sunday for the 14 through 19 group. So we've had a good time talking with some of the coaches and the player team representatives here to get the names and pronunciations, the starters for you. We'll give those to you as well. Let's talk about the officials out on the pitch. In the midfield, it's Joshua Abst, the AR1, Joseph Knopf, AR2, Emily Gomez, and the fourth official here helping on the sideline, Ricardo Ocampo. Talk about the starters for these two teams. You'll see FC Golden State, they're in the white. The gold number's a little hard to see, so we'll do our best as we go through. And here's the whistle. We're underway. Starters for FC Golden State as they rush forward quickly. The defense now heads it back and picked up there by the keeper. Keeper Dylan Smith, committed to Eastern University. He's in the keeper position. Talked to these two coaches. Coach Friedland asked him if his keeper, Geraldo, was going to be in the full game. He said, I can't tell you that. He doesn't know. And so coaches really trying to work through. We got a quick foul here right in front of us. Starters for these two teams. We mentioned number 1, Geraldo in goal. Gabe Neres, number 2, Gustavo de Oliveras, number 3, Arthur dos Santos, number 4, Lucas Correa, Wolf Prentice, Lucas Correa, number 6, Prentice, number 7, Diaz, Carlos Diaz, number 15. Then you have Rodrigo Felga, number 19, Daniel Silva, 10 goals scored in the regionals, wearing number 21, wearing number 26, Tyler Marquez, and number 30, rounding out the starters, Jose Delgado. Right here in front of us, it's Neres, and the ball cleared away nicely there by Forrest, Ewan Forrest. It will go all the way back to the keeper, Geraldo. On the other side for Lehigh, easy to see their numbers, white numbers on black uniforms. Lehigh Valley United, several teams going to Lehigh, a couple from Lafayette as well. We'll tell you some of the colleges they are either attending or committed to as we go along. But starting in the keeper position, Dylan Smith wearing number 1. Number 3 is Dawson Berger. Bailey Moyer, number 5. Number 9, Hale Lombard with 4 goals in the National League competition. Patrick Adams, number 10. Dominic Flowers, 11. Number 15, Luke Brodigam. Number 18, Carter Houlihan. Ewan Forrest, we mentioned him on defense a moment ago, wearing number 20. Bryce Evans, 22, and Zachary Barrett, number 24. We've got a free kick just inside the halfway line. That's a long ball near the top of the box, headed again into the box, and this coming out to get it, Geraldo snags it out of the air. And a little traffic around the goal, as you would anticipate. A little consternation already here between the players as we move forward. Adding a little southern accent here, John Peters coming to you from Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Reed with us. Our producer coming to you from Georgia Gwinnett College. Our camera folks, Riyadh, Georgia, and Maria. An international group actually from, forget the word nations, I believe Croatia, Colombia. Kick just inside the halfway line. That's a long ball near the top. International group, even in the camera stand. So getting ready to toss it in will be Neres. Gabe Neres, and he tosses it back. De Oliveras also in the back, working across the back. I believe that's Dos Santos. Artur Dos Santos. A lot of contact, and the official taking charge right away. He's not going to let a lot get by him. And the ball comes back, and the defense will work it forward again, setting up. Lehigh backs off a little bit, not pressing as much as we see when the ball's back near the keeper. Ball worked across midfield. Working it up there was Carlos Diaz. Now working into the box. A lot of contact taken away by the defense. A little pickpocket there, and that ball high in the air. Sun in our face here as we look at this field number 3 here at the Shields Complex. To the fans' delight, they have the sun behind them. Not so much for the teams and the folks here on the side where we're doing the broadcast, and for the camera folks looking right into the sun. So a corner, a ball from the far side of the pitch in toward the goal could be a little bit of a factor here as the keeper looks up into the sun. So ball thrown in by Lehigh Valley. Once again out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. Golden State out of Pomona, California. One of our camera guys, he flew in to help us out here from Pomona, that area, Orange County, so he knows Pomona well. Was asking him about it. And a little fancy footwork over there. I believe that is Carlos Diaz. Ball working on this side. Now finding a player in the middle. Now working back. Trying to get some possession. There's a long ball. Going to be over the head. That's going to be cleared away. Looked like a ball in there. Zachary Barrett came to the rescue, and that will be a corner for Golden State. FC Golden State will put that ball out there. The wind really kind of moving a little bit from the near side to the far side. So with the wind here, we'll see who's moving over here to make this contact. Looks like a left foot. It's a quick play. Quick play out front. There's a high ball sent in, but that'll be a little bit too far. And I don't think the wind had anything to do with that one. Just not struck very well. Like one of my pitching wedge shots going out of bounds. Ball brought back in. This is Dylan Smith, committed to Eastern University, as we said. Some of the other folks, Lehigh University, a lot of players here. Dawson Berger attending, Patrick Adams, Dominic Flowers, Spencer Koski, not a starter, but also Ewan Forrest, Lehigh. Ball sent to the back line of Golden State. A little pressure this time. Let's see if they can get it before it goes out. They did not. Bryce Evans putting the pressure on. Evans, Bloomsburg University of Pennsylvania. Attending there in the 19U category. A lot of guys already playing college ball. Some going this fall for a freshman year. Some already playing, maybe moving into their sophomore year. So a lot of these players and these teams in this level deal with college teams and their schedules as they move through their play. Ball to the back, now down the side. Working up is Neres. Neres now looks 1-1 there at first, now passes on over. Ball taken away, Bryce Evans. Working it up, left foot, back toward the middle, not far enough though, and taken up there by Felga. Felga's shot comes in, and it's picked up by Smith. And a lot of times, folks, you'll have a replay come in after a shot or save like that. You'll see the logo come in from the U.S. Youth Soccer National Series, and you'll see that strike that comes in low. Saved there nicely by Smith. Not really in danger of a score. Wolfgang Prentice there, flying down the middle. Ball sent out to the left. Ball into the middle. Across, it's cleared away. Nice job there in the middle by Forrest. Long ball. Let's see if it gets through. It might get through, but you've got two white shirts and one black shirt. Defense now. Little time of possession here. Setting things up. Getting form. Prentice sends it back out to Neres. Now all the way back out to Oliveras. Moving it across, Dos Santos, Artur Dos Santos, 3 Dos Santos, so we'll try to throw in the first name if we can. Ball worked up, here comes a little give and go. Defense there, however, the midfield, take it away. So pass coming in. Nice footwork in the back by the defense. It's good to have defenders that not only can clear the ball away, but if there is pressure, they can do some fancy footwork and a little dribbling. Here comes a ball that's touched. Little drop, stop, drop, and roll there. Coming the other way. Foul is called, and the ball will be brought back to the spot. Let's see who will do the honors. And it's a good, sort of a set piece here. You'll have players moving down near the top of the box. Let's see, this looks like Zachary Barrett who will put it in play. He looks like he's lining up with the left foot. Actually, it was Ewan Forrest. Sends it all the way to the box. That ball high pointed there nicely by Giraldo, and he comes down with it. Well, low ball, that gets away. Shot coming in, and it's going to be a score. A mistake by Giraldo leads to the goal by Bryce Evans. Evans took that ball. It was a boot that did not clear. It stayed down low and went right to Evans, who was lurking in the area, and he gets the score. So checking out the replay, you'll see that come across. That was quite a play. And just an unassisted goal there as he got the leather larceny right off the goalie's foot. Put it in. So early in this match, we have the goal. These are 45-minute halves, and you see a ball that comes over very low, did not clear, and I'm sure Giraldo wanted that ball to go almost to the midfield stripe, but it barely cleared the box. Came over a couple of players. Bryce Evans waiting for it, takes it knowing that the goal was open, and just put it right in. Ball taken away nicely. Little enthusiasm now. Houlihan with it. He's going to bring it forward. The defense is there. Trip. And it'll be a throw. There was a clean tackle, referee says. So it'll be a throw in for Golden State. We'll go with Golden State and Lehigh if that works for everybody out there. Once again, glad you're with us from across the fruited plain. You are with us here. You have the best seat in the house. It is probably right now about 80 degrees, very comfortable, especially for those who've been used to the National Championship Series taking place in Frisco, Texas, where the heat index can go to 110 or 120. A little refreshing here in Overland Park. May warm up throughout the week. As we said, 104 teams here, all levels. Long ball. Little push in the back. Now Evans steps over and said equal contact, and that was, I believe that was Golden State's number 25, maybe Marquez. I've got to find out who is wearing 25 for Golden State. We'll see who that is here in just a moment. Ball down low and little pick off there. Ball sent in. Nice through ball off to the right. A little jukes now kicking it back out. Prentice now sends it deep. Back post. Headed away briefly. Let's see if it will go out of play. And it will. We're going to check, see who's wearing number 25. 25 is Tyler Marquez. Marquez, as we thought, numbering 25. So we are just into this first half, probably 10 or 15 minutes in here, and we're watching some good action. Good opportunities here for Golden State, but right now the lead going to Lehigh on a mistake made by a clearance that did not clear by the keeper Giraldo. Ball right on the line. Left foot sent in, and it's going to be snagged in there by Smith. Smith comes down with it. Letting everybody clear on down the pitch. And Smith now will get a little bit of pressure. Nice foot put into that one. That's a long ball. That's a nice ball sent 15, 20 yards across midfield. And a foul here in the back by Marquez. Tyler Marquez, little shove there, and then putting in play now will be Ewan Forrest, player who's committed to Lehigh University, graduated in 2019. So will be a freshman this year. Lehigh, the Mountain Hawks. That ball sent in, headed back, skimmed across the head of, I believe it was Evans. Now picked up by the defense. Prentice now has it. Works it in the middle. Working it through there, Diaz, Carlos Diaz. Now to the back, looks like De Oliveras may have slipped over here on the near side. Ball down loose, good balance in there, trying to stay with it. Ball cleared away. Nice job in there by Bailey Moyer. That ball sent to the side and is trying to get to it. Sending it right here in front of the bench. That was Evans. And will be tossed in here by Gabe Neres. Neres tosses it in, chested down. Nice touch there, looks like Felga. Rodrigo Felga. Ball moved across and little space. Pressure does come in by Patrick Adams. Also a Mountain Hawk. Lehigh properly named Lehigh Valley with a lot of Lehigh players. Also players, as we said, Lafayette, Drew University, University of Mary Washington. Shot taken, blocked. Ball out near the corner. See if he'll try to serve it into the box across from the left, and there's a foul just outside the box. This is going to be a good set piece here. And it looks like it's just outside the box, maybe about 5 yards. And let's see if they're waving possibly for a trainer to come out, but I don't know if that quickly. These two teams working through, as we mentioned, Lehigh Valley through the National League competition. Beat the Michigan Jaguars, St. Louis Gallagher, FC Dallas, South Florida, and then was a 1-0 loss to Ohio Premier, another team that is here. Michigan Jaguars here as well. So they had a good series of matches in the National League competition. Here comes the set piece. Shot going in. It's a little left and bent, as you might say, to the left of the post, and no real threat. So a little waste there of a good set piece, an opportunity squandered here. Still pretty early in this first half. As again said, the 19U boys playing 45-minute halves. Their injury time that will be added at the end of the half and at the end of the second half when we hit the 90-minute mark. Ball headed back, and a lot of contact in this contest, and the referee out in the middle, Josh Abst, really trying to maintain control, knowing traditionally the 18-19 boys groups probably more physical, and so trying to maintain control, dispense justice, as you might say. Left foot coming up. Little chip in there, top of the box, gets through briefly, but now cleared away. Here comes Prentice. Prentice near side. Feeds it over to Felga. Got a ball out to the side. Nice pass to Prentice. Sends it in the middle. A little bit out of the reach, and it's going to be picked up by the black shirts of Lehigh. A little slip in the back. Now a clear. Clears it out to midfield. Header goes back, and that will be chased down there by Oliveras. Oliveras sending it over to Artur dos Santos. Looking for options. Oliveras finds teammate Felga. Prentice, little juke there. Good job, little slide through to take it, but Prentice picks it right back up. Through ball there. Now he's going to try to back it off a little bit. Takes it to the right foot. There's a strike. It's going to bend, but not enough. And that ball will be Dylan Smith will retrieve it and bring it back out. Ball finds its way up into the tall grass behind the goal area. Other matches going on all around here. This field, the field 3, is actually right on the edge of the complex, the Shields Soccer Complex, and just beyond the fans where they are sitting. Nice golf course. You see the golf carts going around. They're probably watching 2 different sports over there. Mainly focused on this one right here, however, 19U boys. Evans with the header, trying to get something going. A little hesitation there, and Marquez takes advantage of it, gets the ball. They said play on. No whistle on that one, and turning. Here's a ball sent out toward the corner. Who will get there? Looks like that ball, Artur dos Santos, gets there. He'll clear it out, but it'll be a throw-in for Lehigh. Lehigh Valley once again, Allentown, Pennsylvania. Working forward, getting a few more bodies up there. You've got Ewan Forrest working in near the top of the box, which may say to us that there's going to be a long throw into the box, setting it up almost like a corner. So keep an eye over there. Don't have the number of the players tossing it in. I'm sure the Lehigh fans know exactly who it is. And here it comes, a long toss into the box. Got the backspin on it, going up quickly. Giraldo comes away with it. And he will properly take care of it this time, I'm sure. And this time he's going to toss it out to his left back as he looks over there. And a right back, if you're facing, that's going to be Neris. Ball sent in. Headed away nicely by the defense, Moyer. Moyer graduate. He'll be a high school senior this year. Looks like our first sub getting ready to come in. Working the ball forward. The defense working up through the traffic. Marquez, little fancy footwork in the middle. Couple jukes and a shot. It bounces off, and they chase it down. Yes, they will. Going to be a left foot cross into the box. Punched away. Shot is blocked. Good defense in there. Now another shot. That one's saved. And Smith had to really be on his toes right there. That ball had some speed. He goes down to get it. And it will be a corner for FC Golden State. Right here in front of me will be Castaneda getting ready to go in. Waiting for the corner to take place. It'll be a right footer. It'll be with the wind. Won't be bending quite as much as if it were in the wind. It's going to bend in toward the goal a little bit. Coming back out, headed away. And fight for the ball. Prentice going at it. Nice job. Good speed here in the back. Fighting down the sidelines. That's Carter Houlihan. Houlihan now stops. Maintains. And might have been a little bit of an FLOP there, but referee doesn't think so, and he'll call the foul. So this will be a good opportunity for Lehigh once again. And here come the sub getting ready to come in, as we mentioned, Daniel Castaneda coming out. It looks like it's Marquez who will come out. And it is. Tyler Marquez comes out. In Daniel Castaneda. Had a goal in the series, the regional, Far West Regional. Here we go. Ball put in play by Forrest. Lines it up, left foot. Low ball, hard ball, and it's going to go in. I don't think anybody touched it. I don't know if Giraldo was shielded, but this is a left-footed goal and a hard shot from Forrest. And nobody touched it all the way through. So a little bit of shell shock here for the Golden State squad. You'll see a replay on that one as a set piece, probably a good 30 yards out. But getting a good foot on it, left foot, kept it low. You thought maybe it would be a floater in there for a header, but he kept it low, went right through the traffic. And it ends up in the back of the net. Our score 2-0 here. And about halfway through this first half. Ball in the back being worked around. And, you know, FC Golden State has the defense been a little suspect. And you see Giraldo with that mistake early, not clearing a ball. Evans taking advantage of that one. In this case, no one getting ahead on the ball, not making contact with it to clear it away. On a low ball sent from about 30 to 35 yards out, finds the back of the net. So the Golden State team now will have a lot of work to do, and they will actually be working to try to get maybe chip one away here before halftime. And the old saying, you've got to get one before you can get two. Ball worked around in there. That is Daniel Silva. Silva, number 21, had 10 goals. That's a foul just outside the box. Daniel Silva had 10 goals in the regional championship. And so you would expect to see him doing some work on the inside. We'll see what happens right here. Now, this is even closer than what we just saw from Ewan Forrest as he put one in. Let's see. You've got a lot of options here. You've got 3 players that are back. You've got the rest of the white shirts. Actually, 4 players back behind. Setting it up with the right foot. Referee watching, and here's the whistle. Short ball, shot, blocked. Trying to pick it up again. Here's a chip in. Headed around, and Smith will pick it up. And I believe that was Silva who got ahead on that one. And you'll see that play probably will pop up again as a replay here in a moment as you check that out. Ball worked around, trying to get something else here, trying to add another one. Evans now tries to clear it in the middle. Evans, very good player, and you see him working hard. Evans attends Bloomsburg University of Pennsylvania. Sends it over to Forrest, the goal scorer most recently. Headed back, no one there. And one thing we've not seen, maybe once, I don't remember any offside thus far. And so good job by the team staying on side, but also maybe a little bit tentative. Not trying to push the envelope. Ball worked around in the back. Looks like we have a sub getting ready to go in. Number 12, Leonardo Moreno, as he comes over here to check in with the fourth official. Wearing the Tennessee orange, for those of you in the East. Kind of a burnt orange, kind of the Tennessee Volunteer color. Keeper Dylan Smith has the neon green or yellow, safety green, and on the other side also Giraldo has the kind of burnt orange as well, as he will come off. And it's going to be Morais, number 11. Morais will check in. He will come in for Lucas Correa. And Giraldo will come out. In will come Moreno. So a change at keeper. And Coach Friedland sticks with his word. Said if there is a change, it would probably be within play. It wouldn't be at halftime. So, and that's the case here. And Moreno will try to pick up the troops. The white shirts of Golden State, aptly numbered in gold. Lettering also in gold. A little bit hard to see, but fits the name, fits Golden State, of course. On the other side, Lehigh Valley with the black uniforms, white trim and white numbers, lettering. That ball cleared away, fighting for it. Stepping through was Oliveras. And the defense very pesky, but working his way forward. Neris now works it in. Ball being worked around the edge of the box, sent back out. Just checking in is Morais. He will take it to the side, trying to find something against Evans, going 1v1 here. And the defense steps up and clears it away. Good job there by Bailey Moyer. Going to be a high school senior. Looks like uncommitted as far as his. And we're checking to see the safety, of course, is a major issue. So checking to make sure the shin guards are in the right spot. And see also taken care of as not only that way, but any sort of hit to the head will be a stop. That will be off of the Golden State player. Throw in there for Lehigh. And the Lehigh defenders really came to play here in this 6:30 match. 6:30 Central Time for you folks out in California, probably approaching 4:30 or 4:30 start time. So in the East would be more like 7:30 start time, about 8 o'clock now. So dealing with some different time zones as we proceed. Once again, glad you're with us. Glad you're with us. Got the best seat in the house. The cameras up about 10 to 15 feet above us here at field level as we're watching. Forrest now puts it out there, puts it out well. Ball down, working it around is Brodigan. Brodigan into the top of the box, headed by the defense. See who's going to come up with it, headed back toward the back line of Lehigh. They'll control it. Working it over there is Dawson Berger. Berger now sends it forward. Defense there to clear it away. A little back and forth to maintain possession. Ball sent across in front of Moreno, the new keeper. Ball on the near side. And it will get to the line. Doesn't go out. Stays right on it. Good job there by, that was Marias, who was able to keep it in play. Ball sent back, not cleared completely. Now it will be as Moyer steps up, sends it forward. And there's a There's a kick to the knee, looks like a heel. And slow to get up here, Lombard. So the ball will be handled there. So ball will be brought back to the spot of the foul. As here the interaction here between the coaches and the referees. Not seeing that foul, and here we go. So here we go, here's the whistle. That ball all the way in. Moreno goes up and grabs it, high points that one as well, and he'll roll it on forward. Here you go with Neris down the field, working his way up the right side, looking for options, now clears it out to the right. Moraes now looking. Mateus Moraes works it in now, sandwiched and cleared away. Working back there also number 24, Zachary Barrett. Looks like he's going to Lafayette. That ball sent across, that's going to be picked off. Good interception there, that ball through, nice through ball. Sent forward to Hale Lombard. Lombard, the forward, really working up there pretty much by himself. And that ball trying to clip that one away. The midfield of Golden State comes up with it now. They'll work it around. Send it back to the defense. Ball is sent through, doesn't make it all the way. Picked off in the back. That looks like Houlihan. It is. Houlihan now taken away. Matthias working it in. Here's the substitute who just came in. And a foul out here in the front, and that will be about 10 yards outside the box. That was Castaneda, who had just subbed in, fresh legs. They will get the ball over to the middle part of the pitch. And from there, we'll see what is set up here by Golden State. And they've got about 3 players around the ball right now. Let's see who will. Got some water coming out. We said a little bit warm here as we go through the evening. And there's a ball sent up over the crossbar. And upset it himself for that ball. And I'm thinking we'll look and see if who took that free kick over here. Believe that was Moraes. And so had the opportunity, as we said, probably about 30 yards out. But we saw that earlier with Ewan Forrest was able to put one in the back of the net, a ball that went all the way through. Here are the subs coming in. It'll be Matthew Prawn. Prawn attending University of Mary Washington. Also coming in Ryan Bradby, being high school senior this year. And also going in will be Reed Sturza, committed to the Catamounts of the University of Vermont. 2019 class. A lot of information given on the websites. By the way, you go to usyouthsoccer.org. It's a place you can find a lot of the information about the championships, a lot of the stats, schedule, of course. And once again, glad you're with us here on this broadcast. John Peters here with you as our producer Daniel Reed, Maria, Georgia, and Riyadh, our camera folks, working hard at bringing you the best shots possible. Ball worked around in the back, all the way from Florida to Pennsylvania. Folks watching from across the country and I guess around the world as you have some international flavor here. Ball sent back. Moreno now in goal. He will bring it on up to his defensive line. Lehigh putting a little bit of pressure, trying to get some double teams back in the back. You see some fresh legs in there as you saw Sturza stepping in. Moreno tries to settle it, a little bit dangerous there. And once again, we've seen a couple of goals, a little bit suspect on the defensive side for the Golden State squad. Ball worked forward, has some space. looking for options. A couple folks in the middle. There's Marias now. Sends it in, but doesn't go through. Marias now looking. Working it forward. Has a little space. Works it in. Got some more space. Now works through traffic. Puts it with the right foot into his teammate and now cleared away. A little close quarters there as a play developed. And just the spacing didn't seem to really help out. So next substitute ready to come in for Golden State. So stepping in will be Alejandro Lugo. Talked about the opponents, Lehigh. Let's look real quickly here. Golden State in their regional competition, Far West. Las Vegas Red, 4-0 win. Barca Academy out of Arizona, 6-0. 3-1 over Boulder out of Colorado. 3-0 over Del Sol, Arizona. 2-0 over the Westside Timbers out of Oregon. Probably a lot of connections there with the Portland Timbers. And then 4-2 over downtown LVSC, the Las Vegas Gold team. A 4-2 win to secure the championship, going 6-0 in the Far West Regional. Rice now, he gets shoved out of bounds, and that foul, that called on Ewan Forrest. Quickly in. Castaneda now it'll go back line, working it across. Stepping back to the back line is Felga. You're pushing some players forward now, trying to get some offense here for Golden State. Ball worked out, good speed. Nice possession, little pass there, a little bit errant, and it's taken away. Ball sent through and will make its way all the way to the box, and Moreno will be able to pick that one up. Not wasting any time, however. He knows that his team down by 2 needs his goal here before halftime. Ball work, left foot, sent forward. Tried to turn, nice job by the defense. Forrest sends it over to Brodigan. Little pressure from behind. Now the good backup there. That ball was worked around by Berger. Send it on back to Moyer. Boyer sends it forward. That will go all the way through. And Moreno will be there to corral it. Takes care of it, brings it into the box. Left foots it over to his defender here on the near side. Ball worked up, now sent back. Ball there to Neres. Right back to him. Little boomerang goes right back, headed back in. And now it'll be picked up by Moreno. He'll roll it right back. Ball on the far side. Worked around. Defensive Lehigh. They're content to stay back a little bit, and then when the ball comes in an area, they'll try to get a little double team. Try to trap it in. So good formation by the defense. See Houlihan lurking in the middle. Berger working his way up from the midfield, working forward a little bit. Right now, it looks like Prawn is the one player that's really forward for Lehigh. Trying to get that ball, trying to find a little crease in the defense. That ball sent down the side. Let's see. It will be a throw in. There's another substitute. This time Lehigh will substitute. Spencer Koski getting ready to come in. He'll be going to Lehigh, another player. We mentioned him earlier with the Mountain Hawks. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Has had good information given to us before this match. Ewan Forrest's father, I believe, over here on the side, the media information specialist, giving us some thoughts here both ways. We had some help on both sides with pronunciations, and appreciate that, as well as information about the players, their schools. That ball cleared away nicely. That's a bomb getting out of there. And everybody's going to move forward, try to trap the ball in as the defense will set up once again. About maybe 15 yards from the midfield stripe where they really start getting serious. Maybe dropping back a little bit. But really watching the players here in the midfield. not allowing Golden State to really get much going. Working that ball around is Silva. Should be able to pick him up. He's got the bright green neon shoes, so you'll be able to pick him out. Ball sent in, chasing it in. Let's see if he can get there. He does. Ball sent across, and Smith will gather it. It looked like a cross. He was trying to find a teammate, but a good job by Gabe Neres. And he was looking to two teammates who were rushing, probably one of those Silva in the middle. But another player was flashing in on the back post, trying to get that ball through, but just a little too close to Silva. Both players go down. Let's see, it looks like, trying to see who that player there was up, and it looked like Artur dos Santos. Coming in is going to be Luke McMahon. Also a player out of the University of Mary Washington, committed to go there. He'll step in for Houlihan. Ball thrown in, now headed back. McMahon almost gets right on it. I'll double check that pronunciation at halftime, make sure that's correct. McMahon or McMahon. Ball at the midfield stripe, now worked around. They're trying to get it in toward the middle. Ball out to the side. We're trying to reverse it, but the defense is there. We'll have an opportunity. Good hustle, little shove from behind. Just maintaining possession, working forward. A couple of subs stirs it to Prawn. Prawn will kick it off the defender. That's Oliveras, and that will be a corner here for Lehigh. Really right now dominated by substitutes that have come in, but doing a good job and earning the corner. Bryce Evans looks like he's going to be the one. Well, let's see. Oh, I'm incorrect there. Ryan Bradby working his way across. Let's see if Evans is even in. I think he may be out right now. Your targets, just going to see where they put it. You got a line of black shirts right near the top of the box. You have one player right there with Moreno. Here's the ball, sent in, back post, headed high in the air, and let's see who touched it last. Another corner. The defense with the touch. So Golden State clearing it away. One of the big defenders in there getting ahead on it. Also in there right now, you see Delgado. Jose Delgado working it back post again. A little further out this time, and it goes over everybody. Picked up in the backside. A little opportunity here. You've got some numbers. If you can get that ball quickly forward. De Silva now looking. He sees his teammate flashing across, but defense really allowed time enough to get set again. And now taken away. Fighting for it. Good job there by Neres. Ball sent across. He reverses pitch and sends it all the way across. Working on the far side is Lugo. Lugo, right foot blocked. Good job by the defense. Race for the ball. Good job by defender of that. I believe that is Felga who got possession of it. We're looking right in the sun, looking at the white jerseys with the light gold numbers. A little bit tough. No excuses, though. Trying to get you the names as best we can. That ball headed down. Castaneda. Oh, might have been a handball there. I guess it got the chest of Forrest. Forrest, who's been there the entire match. You see your defenders who can really pretty much play throughout. Midfielders need a little break here and there. A lot more running in that midfield, back and forth. That ball sent, it looked like Moyer who cleared it away. And there's a big collision. And looked like the worst of it was Bradby. Both players down, however. I believe Bradby will be up. I'm trying to see who was the Golden State player who got the hit. Getting a little help from the referee and then getting the yellow card. You don't see that very often. Getting a hand and then a card. So the booking there, we'll see. So it looks like we'll see who that, we'll have to check to see who the card was on there. It's hard to see once again the into the sun there. And there was some talk over here that maybe both players, I don't think that's the case. Both got a yellow, but we know there was one given out. Coming in will be Kyle Bethel, committed to Drew University. Also coming in will be Aiden Link, a senior, high school senior graduate who's going to Eastern University. Well, here we go. Moyer will set it down where the foul took place. Good long ball sent toward the left side of the box. Gets through, carries over everybody. Work down the near side. Looks like Moraes now looks like he's wanting it right back. He gets it back. Easy to pick up Moraes with his sleeves kind of tucked in on his shirt, so you can tell who he is. Looks like Lugo on the far side. Ball worked into the corner. Should be a left cross. We'll see if it happens. Working 1v1. It is a left cross. Comes in the edge of the box. Looks like 3 minutes added and a shot that's going to go wide. Will it stay in? It will not. So 3 minutes of extra time given first half. As we said, 45 minutes here in these matches. So here we go. Ball will be set down. Smith ready to put it in play. Smith looking at his options. Gets a foot into it. That one will drift around midfield. Headed down. Now controlled there by Sturza. Sends it up. Little twist. And we've got a player in a vulnerable position. So the foul is called. Looks like Oliveira there. Oliveras was the player on the ground. Might have been kicked once or twice. So he's up. Gabe Neris now will put it in play, looking for options. All kinds of players raising their hand, wanting the ball. That's what you want to see. Ball sent across midfield, right in the middle of the circle. Now taken out on the left side, working forward, back in the middle. Bring it forward, Moraes. Moraes now looking, trying to get free. Hounded well by the defender. Nice ball sent in and a flip there. And it'll be a ball right here, be a free kick here on the side. Here we go, just inside the line. So here we go as the left foot will be put in play, and the white shirts will get in position for Golden State. High ball in the middle, ball loose, and Smith somehow comes up with a lot of traffic. Really didn't see which way that ball went. It was Castañedas who put it in play. And here we go as we will go to halftime. And 2-0 your score. A couple of goals there. Bryce Evans coming through, as well as Ewan Forrest. Both those goals coming from near the same spot. You had Bryce Evans taking a clearance that didn't get cleared, put it in the back of the net, and then a set piece. It was a free kick that cleared everybody, went right through from Ewan Forrest, and it's 2-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back after halftime. Glad you're with us here from Shields Soccer Complex, Overland Park, Kansas. It's the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated, Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks go out to Sun-Maid Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups, that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period. That's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
This tournament, it's great competition. I mean, you just have to work. All these teams belong here. All these teams work to get here.
So the competition was fantastic from start to finish, and when you get to play in a facility like this, it makes it even more worthwhile traveling the 6.5 hours to get here.
We sacrificed a lot, time, and like our summer. So I really think that if we keep with that, we'll be on pace for a great time at nationals.
Just an overall great performance. Came out in the second half, was able to close it out and get that regional victory that we wanted.
Benefits of this level are huge. The college exposures, second to none for these guys. They're all able to get recruited and achieve the goals that they want to when they set out to actually sign up to play club sports and make a team. They're able to get those opportunities.
I think having something to play for is a real benefit to these girls, not just showcases, it's competition. Everyone wants to win. You play competitive sports because you want to win.
this is the top league in the country, all the best teams, the best competition, and that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to work hard and achieve success against the best, so it should be exciting.
Boy, they were tough. They were a tough team, and they had a lot of speed. And so we weren't ready for that, and they kept fighting and kept fighting and kept fighting. We made a few mistakes in the back, and then they came back and tied it up, you know, with 7-8 minutes left in the game. But it was a battle. They are a very strong, competitive team. It's a sweet victory because they really deserve it. The girls were tired. They were weak, and they dug really deep. They really did. They really fought for it.
Everyone wants it so bad that we all get better from each other. No matter the win or the loss, we all want it. It's the best feeling. I've dreamed about this for a long time. It's so exciting to be here.
Very tough game. We had to go into extra time to decide the champion, and our boys stuck it to the end, and were able to come out with a victory today.
It's just an amazing feeling knowing you score the winning goal for the team. We worked so hard for this, and we all deserve this.
Regionals is where you find the best state champions come, and they give you a run for your money.
I think soccer in a whole creates a family. The bake sales, the car washes, the raising of money, it brings all of us together, and we are one, and on to nationals.
US youth soccer has impacted my life by taking over, and I mean, it's been a very good experience. A lot of like life skills and lessons and how to take on certain things, and it's really made a big impact on my life.
Hey, everybody here was amazing.
Hey, we're back, ready to go. John Peters here with you. Daniel Reed, our producer. Georgia Maria Riyad up on the cameras, ready for the second half action. Your score 2-0 as we had 2 goals there, one by number 22, Bryce Evans. A little discussion at halftime. The second goal to Ewan Forrest. Thought there might have been a touch in there and the ball going through, but after multiple discussions, it was a clear ball, came all the way through on the free kick. So 2-0 your score. Hefty discussions at halftime, little lectures from each coach as they try to get their teams fired up and ready to play. Golden State, a little bit of a hill to climb here to get back in it, down 2-0. Waiting on the fourth official. And here we go, waiting to look to the side. I think we're about ready, and here we go. Waiting for the whistle. Lehigh will have the first touch, and they'll send it back. Looks like Moyer. Actually, that was Brodigham. Sends it down toward the corner. Cleared over there by Neris. Once again, defense by Lehigh has been very good. You see that ball headed down by Berger. Probably will get some more numbers that were involved in the first half that we didn't call out as much just because we're on the other side, and we'll see a little better. Patrick Adams now near side. Ball sent back. Back in the back, Flowers. That's Dominic Flowers. He works it up to teammate Berger. Cleared out to the side. Now batted around. Long ball sent towards Silva. Let's see if he can get to it. Headed away. Nice timing there. Ball taking it out of the air with the head, and now coming the other way. Houlihan works at the number 10, Adams. Ball, it will be Moreno. Yes, Moreno will come out and grab it right in front of the on-rushing Lombard. Near side. Wearing the captain's band is Artur dos Santos. That ball will go out. Tossed in quickly by Prentice. He'll drop it for his teammate here, Delgado. Collision, but the ball maintained the possession of Golden State, so play will continue. Working it over, far side. Nice move there, a little through ball coming in and flicked away. Defense there, pesky defense of Lehigh. Lehigh again, the black jerseys, pants, socks, shoes with the white numbers. On the other side, we have the Golden State in white. Have the gold numbers. A little bit tough to pick up here from here and there, but it will help now that we're on the other side to pick up some of the other numbers that we didn't see in the first half. Carlos Diaz out in the middle there with that. That ball sent in toward the top of the box, headed by the defense now. Looked like Prentice, one of the few players that saw it, and he'll get it back to his defender. A little pressure. High pressure put on by Lehigh, and that's a foul. And I see we're going to be a little chat here with the referee. That was a contact there by Lombard. He checks on his counterpart, make sure he's up, and he is. Near side. Working around is Delgado. Delgado gets it back. Still Santos. Artur sends it over. Oliveras. Oliveras now works it up midfield. Sends it across. See, usually the defense of Lehigh, they may be backing up just a little bit, not picking up quite as much until just across midfield. Evans back in. You see him there, number 22. Ball sent in. Cleared, but not too well. And it will be in the midfield. Here's Delgado. Delgado trying to work, trying to turn, find a spot. Finds a teammate, connects with him in the back. Dos Santos, Artur. Number 22 in there, also Lugo. Working up, nice ball. Little space here as he turns. Tries to send it forward a little bit behind the receiver. There's a shot. It's going to go wide. Will it be a corner? There's a touch. There was no touch. It will be goal kick. Thought there might be a deflection there, but good rush there. Makes the coaches a little happier here on the Golden State side. Head coach is Robert Friedland for Golden State. On the other side, Michael Gorney. Sid Forrest, his information person, helping us out here with the names, pronunciations, and a big header there by the captain. Ball out to the side. Nice ball there. Sent to Delgado. Looks. Sent to the corner. Prentice working his way in. Sends it in at the box, and it's going to be on top of the net. Good idea, but the execution took it across the back of the crossbar, and it was Wolfgang Prentice. That will be Dylan Smith. As we said, freshman this year, committed to Eastern University. That ball sent far left, far side near the corner. It will go out of play, however. Parents now enjoying some shade, not only from the trees on that side, but also a cloud that's moved across. Cools down the temperature a little bit as well, probably around 70, 74 now. Ball sent in to Silva's there. He goes down. And that's going to be Berger. Berger with the hard foul. And the ball put in play. Working his way over here, Delgado. Also right in front of us here is Lugo. Ball sent back, Artur Dos Santos. Prentice works his way in. He's got a lot of space. Hustling back is Moyer. Ball sent in, but the cross is a little bit too high and a little bit too wide. Might have had a little bit more time or maybe a little more of a target to work at as he had a couple players flashing through the middle. Silva looks like a good target if he can get in there on that run. Smith now waiting, talking to his teammates. Referee blowing the whistle saying, let's move it. And he does. Here's the ball sent out right around midfield. Being headed around. 1, 2, 3. Now it hits the turf. Ball sent in. Little through ball there. Sent out to the right side. Adams chasing it. And a nice sliding tackle there off to the side. Looks like it's going to be a corner. So Artur Dos Santos with that sliding tackle gets it out. Takes away the opportunity, but also creates another one here with a set piece. It will be number 20, Ewan Forrest, going to Lehigh University. Will put it in play. Had the goal earlier. That was also a set piece. The free kick that got away and went, they had good pace on it. No one touched it. Went all the way to the back of the net. Here we go. Left foot. It's a low ball. Still loose in the middle. Tries to get it outside. Didn't get much of it. And trying to work it through is Silva. They'll send it deep, and it looks like that one will clear everything. So Moreno will track it down and put it back in play. As the sun comes out from behind the clouds, looking back over into the golden sun as Golden State tries to come back. Down to Prentice through traffic. Sends it in. Houlihan comes up with it. Evans looking for options. Finds one. Maybe out on the right side. A poor ball there. And that ball off the keeper. And it will go out. So Moreno had to come all the way out. Actually got that ball outside the box. Had to use his feet. But good play and dangerous play. But a little risky to quell that rush. So it looks like the long toss coming up from Lombard. Everybody lining up as if it were a corner. Looks like the wind is pretty much helping here. High ball into the box. It's headed into the lap of the defense, literally. Silva comes up with it. Silva works. He's going to take it around, send it back toward midfield. Evans now sends it deep. Far side. Working over there was Netters. They'll send it on up. The defense there. A little pressure coming back, trying to get some pressure and might force a turnover. Midfield. Picking that one up is Abidou Hazik. That ball right down the line, but it does trail out. Abidou Hazik. R-A-Z-A-K. Pronounced Hazik as we talk to the pronunciation folks here on the side. I'll probably just say Abidou Adams. Ball sent from. There's a foul there, and a team quick service, and there's a through ball trying to get it through. Moyer's there. Now back out in midfield quickly. As we looked up the number, that's how quick the action is. You stop and look up a number. Next thing you know, that ball's 50 yards away. Ball to the far side. Little shake and bake there. Now looking. Picking out a target. Sending it towards Silva. He flicks it back, and the defense is there. High ball. Doesn't really clear. And no one really gets ahead on it for two bounces. Working at looking around, there's Lugo trying to find a target. He finds teammate Delgado. Delgado Ball sent in toward the middle to Silva. Silva working with it. Silva marked up well by the defense. And that ball sent back, but not far enough as Abidou gets to it. Delgado. Lugo. Ball the far side. Nice ball there. Settled down. Little turn, spin, working, still going. Little spinning top action on the far side. Now working it in. It's working through traffic. There's a shot. It's going to be off the left. Got a left foot on it, but not enough. I've seen a lot of errant shots from Golden State. Really not that many that have been on target that have been threats. So Smith will lay it down. The ball sent across midfield. Now headed back in. A couple of white shirts working on it. Silva tries to get to it, but cleared away. It's like a Lehigh player down, maybe a cramp. Working in Delgado. Gets it in toward the middle. Diaz. Carlos Diaz. Silva turns. Gets a whack on it, but it's blocked partially and will be picked up by Smith. Looks like Berger, the player, now maybe fixing his equipment there. Smith now puts it in play. Lombard gets a head on it. Ball somehow makes its way to Brodigan. Brodigan now, a little work through traffic. Coming away with it, Golden State. Ball sent up right to the feet of the defense. Coming back the other way was Forrest. Lombard puts a touch on it. Doesn't get it where he wants it, however, and the defense trying to fight it away. There's a good joust, and the ball somehow kept in, and here's another foul in the corner. And you would expect 19U boys are very physical, and this is what we're seeing. Referee trying to maintain control, not an easy task. So the wall will be set up. Good opportunity once again. As we see the white shirts lined up on defense. And a nearby field looks like maybe a PK right at the end of the contest. So here we go. We're going to set it on the far side. It'll be into the sun. This could be a little bit of a factor. Ball sent in, headed away by the defense. And the ball touch there should be a throw in for Lehigh. Checking over on the far side. Our officials once again for this contest. In the middle, Josh Apps. Joseph Knopf, our AR1. Emily Gomez, AR2. Here on the side helping us out, Ricardo Ocampo. John Peters here with you on the sidelines. We're at field level. Daniel Reed in the trailer watching all the action, sending the replays your way. That ball sent close and just cleared away. Moreno had come forward. It got past him, but the defense there was there to sweep it away. Ball still bounding around. Falls to the feet of Lehigh. Now the defense will come up with it and try to maintain some possession. Still 2-0 here. Goals from Forrest as well as Evans. A lot of good fakes there. And Abidou Hajek brings it across. Delgado up to Prentice. Right back. Little boomerang action. Now working it back across. Reversing field. Long ball. Defense is there and big collision. There the ball gets loose. Shot taken and right to Smith. And they were looking for a foul or offside. I'm not sure why the Lehigh players talking to the referee. Here we go. And the coach saying, hey, get back in there and play. Ball sent forward. Captain Arturo dos Santos. Look at some space there now, trying to work it across. Switching field. Going back to the far side, into the shadows. Night is falling, and so is the time is fleeting here. Golden State trying to get 2 goals back. Down 2-0. Both goals coming in the first half. Silva, good score. Abadou trying to work it across. Gets it over to Delgado. Delgado looking for options. Abadou back in the middle. Works it over there to Lugo. Now it's broken up by Houlihan briefly. Now taken back. Shot taken, a big kick. And that was a shot to the midsection, and we will see if there's an extra ball. Here's the ball coming in. So it looks like going down to a knee is Berger. He took the shot there. Ball went out of play, so it'll be put back in by Smith. And boy, powerful boot. So the clock is stopping. So I'll tell you what, we will we'll look back here a little bit at the goals that scored in the first half. First half goal. First of all, it was a play by Bryce Evans, and Geraldo, the starting keeper for Golden State, trying to clear the ball, kept it too low, went right to Evans. Knowing that the goal was open with Geraldo out front, he put it in the back of the net. Then it was Ewan Forrest set up for a free kick about 30 yards out. Low, hard shot that got to the back of the net. No one touching it. Worked its way through traffic and went in the right side of the goal. So that's your scoring. Both those in the first half. Here comes the toss in. Looks like Flowers. It'll be Flowers tossing it in. Ball headed back. So everybody back on now as the captain, Berger, returns to the pitch. Sun could become a factor if a ball comes in from the far side, or if you're Dylan Smith, that ball that comes from a little bit of an angle from that right side might be a factor as that ball rises up into the sunlight. Here comes Prentice working in near the top of the box to the middle. Silva, 10 goals in the regionals. Back to Prentice. Thinks about taking a whack with the left foot. Passes it on out to Delgado. Delgado marked up. Looking 1v1. Now a left foot sent in the box. Headed up by the defense. Sent right back in. Can they settle it? A lot of traffic. And there's a big pile up right around the top of the circle. They're just outside the box. They whistle, and it'll come the other way. Quickly put in play by Smith, trying to get it on down before the defense sets up. Evans on the far side, but picked up there by Golden State. Not a good pass, however. And now a player down in the back. We'll see if play will continue. It does. Ball work to Lugo. Silva tries to turn, goes down. Delgado now has a little space. Delgado loses it briefly, sends it on up to Prentice. Prentice looking right to the feet of Adams. Now coming the other way. Arturo dos Santos sends it on up. Working there is Lugo. Lugo reverses pitch, sends it to the far side. Settled. Sent on forward. Good job on that side. Marked up well as well. Good job by the defense thwarting that pressure. And that's Forrest over there. Let's see who the toss will come in for Golden State. Golden State, as we've said many times, gold numbers, white jerseys. Lehigh, black jerseys, white numbers. Here comes Arturo dos Santos. Ball sent forward now. Prentice, Wolfgang Prentice. Delgado working it in. Sends it over to Abadou now the far side. Calling for it over there. Now let's see. Marked up by Evans. Left foot, top of the box. Silva gets a head on it, and it's deflected away. Adams will clear it on out. It will go out of play. So Abadou will toss it in. Let's see if that's going to be a corner. It will be a corner. A rare corner here for Golden State. And you see a lot of the players giving instructions on the side, trying to motivate their teammates out on the pitch. Keeping the fourth official here, Ricardo Campo, keeping him busy. And so we'll set it up here. We're looking in the box to see if there's anybody in tight. It looks like here's a ball back post. There's a player there, but foiled by the defense. A good job there by Barrett. Zachary Barrett got the head on it. Sends it right back in. They'll come right back at it. And took a little bit too much time, it looks like, and that one flicked away. Now it'll be picked up. Artur dos Santos gets it over to Abidou. Now down the right side, far side. Working it in, near the box, in the box. Just gets past. Here's a play here. Look, shot taken, blocked. Good job again by the defense. That shot taken by Neres. And that's going to be a throw in for Lehigh. Hard to see from this angle what happened exactly, but referee right on top of it. AR2. And looks like we're ready for play. Here we go. Referee says throw it in. Pretty long toss, comes back. Ball at the feet. Now ball exchanges possession a couple of times before Golden State comes up with it. Golden State, a lot of time in their half working, trying to get chip away at a 2-goal deficit. Lehigh fairly content to stay back, just to play defense. There's a shot, and they depend on Smith to do his job in there. Dylan Smith coming up with another ball. He'll toss it out here to the near side. Ball sent in. Abidou now chase it down. However, good job there by Brodigan coming up with it. Adams will send it over and right back, but Brodigan had come on up the pitch a little bit further than Adams realized. So a turnover once again. Ball to the far side, worked in the shadows. Once again, ball bounding around, a little pinball action. Now working forward, got some numbers here. And a foul. That play was stopped. Couldn't tell if Lehigh might have still had a little bit of an advantage, but the ball, as it was going to the Golden State players, referee blows the whistle and says we'll see a free kick here. Similar to what we saw earlier, UN Forest put one in the back of the net, maybe a little bit closer. Obviously in the first half would have come from a different angle. But let's see here as we see him line up. I believe that will be Forrest again. Uses the left foot. Wall lines up. 10 yards back, maybe 10. Ball sent in. It's going to be Moreno. It's going to be tipped. Will it go out? And a foul up underneath, so it will go to the keeper, Moreno. And it looks like subs getting ready to come in. Substitute for Golden State, trying to get some fresh legs in. This will be Rodrigo Felga. Felga dos Santos. Felga, the name given to us to refer to number 19. He was the recipient of the yellow card near the end of that first half. Big collision at midfield. So we mentioned these two coaches again, Robert Friedland. That ball will go out and tossed in right in front of the Golden State bench. Now will be Flowers. He'll take care of it. Flowers with the toss. That one's going to be cleared. Lehigh again with the toss. This time Adams looks like he'll take it. Now they're going to pass it on back to Flowers. Flowers leaps into it. Here's a throw. Working it down toward the corner and the edge of the box. Back to Adams. Little give and go. Right back. One thing we've not seen many of are offsides in this contest. That ball up, a header, and it's going to be off to the side. Moreno had come out going up in there. Let's see if that's Lombard. It was. Lombard got a head on it. If he had had it a little further to the right, you'd have had a goal. But as Don Meredith says, ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. So that one off to the left. Working it up, Silva, he gets shoved down, and Flowers very physical on that play. And looks like we've got some subs coming in. So players coming, let's see who we've got coming in. I'll see who number 27, we'll find out who that is here in just a moment. Number 6 checking in is Correa. And number 11 checking in is Moraes. Might have to check with the coach, see who number 27 is. And it's very intense right now, so we'll have to wait and ask that question here momentarily. Ball sent to the far side, down the side, working it up. Moraes, I believe, over there. Sent back up then to Felga. And to number 27. Like I said, wish we could give you a name. Don't have that one here on this roster. Trying to see if we can pick up a name for you. That's Gustavo working it in. Takes a whack at it. That's going to be long and right high in the netting. And we'll retrieve that one. And so Dylan Smith will chase it down. He'll bring it back in. See who the player is. The ball sets in play, and the shadows continue to creep across the pitch. Ball on the far side, trying to work it out. So we get number 27. We're trying to pick up here, get a little help here for substitute who just went in, number 27. Now Correa picks it up. Ball in the back, worked across, trying to get some possession. So ball in the back now. Evans will pick it up, bring it back. He'll turn it. Headed nicely by the defense, Artur. Number 27 is Victor de Oliveira. So we'll get that right. Has number 17 on our roster. Good to know it's 27. Thanks to the staff here for Golden State. Ball tipped away in the box. Smith, another good play. One of the better opportunities that we've seen from Golden State. They're putting the pressure on now, sending a lot of folks forward. On the far side, that looks like Victor. He works it in, fresh legs. Out to the side, Marias now working 1v1 on Forrest. Left foot, sent in the box. Tries to hit, it's down. And Smith somehow gets a foot on it, and looked like he took a kick to the arm. He's holding that right arm. And ball worked around. Now, who's going to come up with it? Here we go. In the back, it's Rodrigo Felga. Ball on the far side, worked around. Trying to get something going here for Golden State. They're down 2-0. Need 2 goals. There's a ball far side, headed down by Flowers. Cleared away briefly. Now Artur will work it around. Excuse me, that's Lucas Correa. Little steal there by Flowers, and he'll send it all the way down the other way. Coming back is Oliveras. Gustavo. Ball sent down the far side. Looks like Victor over there. And that is Victor de Oliveira. Oliveira working in. Was it touched? It was not. It will be a goal kick, Dylan Smith. And looks like a sub getting ready to come in. Sounds like Evans will be coming out. And one of the things you're cognizant of as a coach here, knowing you've got 3 days of play, one day right after the other, you want to give your players a little bit of break. So subs coming in and out, especially if you're up by 2 in this case, Lehigh. So Evans coming off. He's coming off, and here we go. Subbing in will be number 23, Reed Sturza. Sturza will trot across to the far side. Referee checking his watch to see how much time. Another sub getting ready to come in. Pretty good strategy if you're Lehigh. Line up some subs, take a little time off the clock. If you're Golden State, you want to keep that ball moving. Ball comes all the way back. Looks like Flowers. Flowers, long ball. Sits it toward Lombard. Coming out. That ball's loose. Will he get a foot on it? He does not. A nice defensive tackle. I believe that's Artur. That was a goal-saving tackle. And sub getting ready to come in. Let's see what we've got here. A little shoving there as they came down the pitch, so the referee had a little chat. Coming in will be Spencer Koski. Koski comes in for Berger. Moreno now, he'll play it short ball, far side. This field 3 has been the field of the disappearing soccer balls. One going over the netting in one of the shots. Had to bring in a backup. If this one gets away, I'm not sure where the next ball would come from. That one taken away by Flowers. See a little fake there. Nice job. Working it up the pitch. Now getting it on up to his teammate Brodigan. Looked like Bradby touched that one out. Tried to campaign a little bit to get the ball. That's another sub getting ready to come in. And the parade of subs will continue. This will be Prawn coming in. Prawn will come in for Brodigan. Brodigan attending already in college, playing in Messiah College. Adams tosses in down toward the corner. A high boot there, but ball cleared away. It will go way over, and that's going to go all the way over into the other pitch. They're trying to get the ball in quickly so play can continue. Here we go. Toss in again. Looks like Adams will do the honors again. Ball headed toward the corner. Down in there's Prawn. Thinking about taking it down in the corner just to take time off. We'll see how much time is left. Ball out toward the middle. Now reverse pitch. Sending it to the far side. Forrest, left foot. Sends it to the top of the box. Cleared briefly. Houlihan now works with it. Marked up well there. Ball sent toward the corner. And a whistle, but that was on the other pitch. Looks like another corner coming up here for Lehigh. Lehigh coming out and playing very well from the get-go. Taking advantage of some errors. Taking that 2-0 lead and now just playing tough defense. Smothering defense on a team that has scored quite a bit. If you look in the regional, far west regional, 22 goals scored by this Golden State squad. Today, nothing. Ball sent back in. Does it touch someone? It does not. It will be a goal kick for Moreno. Moreno will put it in play. Ball sent up here. Actually, that was Lugo sending it back in. Here comes Smith. He'll clear it away. High in the air, but not out. We've seen that movie before. Silva now will pick it up. And we got offside. One of the few times we've seen the offside flag in this contest. And another substitute ready to come in. This will be Bradby. Bradby in earlier. He will come back in for Adams. Adams getting a break. Smith puts a foot in it. Long and deep. And a double header there as it comes down. Lehigh, good job there. Now it's finally stripped away. Pressure, ball deflected. It will go in. And another mistake by a keeper. Let's see who that was. We're going to see right here in just a moment. And it'll be an unassisted. I believe it's maybe Bradby who just checked in. I mean, he wasn't in the game. Number 6, Bradby. And he had checked in, 10 seconds ago. Goes in as Moreno tries to clear it and deflects it. And finds its way into the net. Didn't have a lot of pace, but it didn't need a lot. There was nobody there. And now a trifecta for Lehigh. Bradby, Forrest, as well as Evans, the goal scorers for this Lehigh squad. Here comes Golden State with increased urgency, trying to do something, and everything seems to be falling apart. The wheels coming off the wagons, so to speak. As time runs down, checking in now will be McMahon, and we'll see if we can double check on that pronunciation. I apologize, I didn't find that out at halftime. Ball sent in, now cleared back. Far side, now work forward. Another opportunity here, Lehigh rushing forward. The ball on the far side, trying to pick his pocket, he does. Coming the other way is Artur Dos Santos. Moves the ball up to Lugo. Trying to come away, trying to get a goal, to get a little momentum as you move toward your next match. Silva now might have an opportunity. He's going to try to work it down the left side. Little shove there, and he will go down. Flowers working well. Flowers, a very strong defender. Flowers, Moyer. That back line playing very well. Forrest. Ball sent back toward Moreno. He'll send it back out toward Oliveras. Artur works it up, sends it across. Gets it over to Felga. Felga trying to work it forward, trying to get something going. Once again, Lehigh defense has really just been magnificent. They've played well throughout, have taken opportunities, problems, errors, whatever you want to say. The miscues that we've seen from Golden State have turned into 3 goals. Nice job here, moving forward, trying to get something going. Little pass there, and a shot, and it's going to be not quite a full contact, and it will fall to Smith. And the save. Might see that again. It was not quite a whiff, but really not good contact on that ball. It was a tough shot. It was a volley out of the air, pretty much, as the ball bounded around. High ball bounding here. Defense coming away with it. And here comes Felga. Works it up through the middle. Tries to send it in. Working it forward. Working in is Castaneda, and Smith is there to take it away again. Smith and smother, maybe 2 words that summarize the defense here we've seen from Lehigh. Little work in the midfield, trying to get it some possession and trying to get it up to your scorer there. Silva awaits. Looking now, looking for opportunities. Rush down the middle, had some speed, but the defense saw it coming. That will go out, and here comes another ball out of play. And trying to see if they can find another ball. And right now, the disappearing ball of field number 3. So they're going to have to get a ball from the other field, add more time on, I'm sure. While that's happening, some subs will be coming in. And they're trying to find a soccer ball as we go. Here, number 25 will check in. That's going to be Tyler Marquez. He will check in. Also checking in will be Kyle Bethel. Kyle Bethel will check in. He's been in. A good chance for a couple players to get a little bit of water. I'm sure time is being added on. Ball finally placed down in the corner. Here's a ball sent in the middle of the box. It's headed. Taken out of the air and sent the other way. I believe that's Moyer in the back with the nice clear. Ball headed down. Little shove there, and a foul is called. Houlihan with his hands to his head. Doesn't like it, but good call. We got another player down. Looks like, let's see if it's Artur with a kind of holding his neck a little bit, but we'll move it up for the free kick. Sub getting ready to come in. That ball actually would be, yes, they're going to put the ball in the correct spot. Flowers is coming out. Flowers playing a great match, great defense. Checking in will be Aiden Link. Aiden Link steps in. Right now, 3-0. Last goal coming here just recently by number 6, Ryan Bradby. Good hustle back on defense. In the box, taking a ball from the keeper Moreno, a deflection that went right back into the goal. Working out on the right side, now taking it down the side. Has an opportunity with right foot. Nice sliding tackle there by Forrest. And disrupts the play to the point that it will go off of Golden State. Ball down the middle of the pitch. Ball down the far side. It'll be a toss in. They'll chase it down. Ball is retrieved on the far side. Now it's to be thrown in. Trying to see how much time we have here as we move forward. Ball sent near side. There's a little flick up toward Correa. Correa works it in, takes it in the box to the right. Clicked away, gets it back. There's a little opportunity. Silva now hits it and right to the hands of Dylan Smith. That's a microcosm of what you've seen in this match. Every opportunity finds its way right into the defense, and in that case, the defense of the keeper, Dylan Smith. Ball sent down the near side, flicked back. Silva is there, flicked away. Bailey Moyer, who's ball down this corner. Let's see if that's going to go out of play. It will. And Silva went down briefly. He's back up. Here we go. Moreno now will kick it in. Have not seen how much extra time is going to be added. We'll do that. One of our monitors has gone down that we can usually check, and appreciate the work of the folks here. And the sun setting, also the time setting in this match as we see a Lehigh team that's come out and played very well. Golden State would love to come away with a goal here near the end of this match. Don't know if they can come up with 3, but if they could get 1, it would be a moral victory at this point, trying to get some momentum moving forward in this round-robin play. First 3 days, not everybody playing each other, but competition to set up the semifinals. Nice play there, working it in. And so the ball goes free, out of play, and Dylan Smith will put it in play. Ball sent toward midfield. It will be falling right at midfield, headed back in by Oliveras. Sent back to Moreno. Moreno, he'll look at options, picks the far side. Working over to Artur, now coming near side. Working over to Oliveras. Oliveras looking for someone to get it down. You got to go a long ball here if you want to get something going, and Felga sends it all the way across. Victor brings it forward. Bradby heads it out. Right to the feet of the awaiting Castaneda. He goes down, and this will be a free kick about 15 yards outside the box. Everybody's in. Quick ball. They take it fast, and here's a ball out to the outside, headed. Still loose. Bicycle kick attempted. Near side. Working it in this time, Correa. Now he'll send it in high ball, but that's going to be out of play. Does it bound over the fence? It does not. They'll chase it down to try to save some time. Send it back in towards Smith. Smith will put it in play.
Both balls went out of bounds. You guys have the same watch that we
There comes the ball across midfield.
He said that he got the time. You said you
Here's
understand from
the
the
ball.
first half, and you did nothing about it, man.
Here comes Lugo. You hear the complaints. 3 minutes is given. And the question here from the coach. Here we go. Ball down the side. Here comes a rush right down the side. Defense is going to be there.
Okay, I've asked you, Coach. I'm telling you.
Artur now brings it forward. Working there is Felga. Artur. You had 3 minutes to go, and you've got to go there. Here we go. Ball sent across. Ball a little shove there. Ball worked around. Trying to get something in and picked in there by Moreno. He'll set it right back in motion. A lot of conversation right here about the time left as we move in the last couple of minutes. Working up, got some space, got a little speed. Now send it off to the left. Ball sent in and knocked away there by Link, Aiden Link. He's come in as a sub. Moreno now, he'll have to send it deep if you have to go forward with it as Coach hollers out. Long ball. Let's see if it gets through. It does, briefly. Now it's going in. Let's see who can get to it. Headed down by Moyer. Little flick now by Koski. Working it through. Nice hustle there by Marquez, but it's going to get away. Sends it right back in. Marquez takes it to the left. Little grab of the shirt. Now works it in. Little space. Gets free. And that ball, it's going to be a corner. So this should be see if it's a corner. Will be a corner. And they wait the game ball to come in. Let's see if who works his way over there. Looks like the kick will be put in play by Lugo. And we're waiting. They're chasing that ball down. Let's see if they can get that one in. As we look at the scoring once again, first half, as we've said a couple of times, you had the 20s, number 20 Forrest and number 22 Evans coming through big time. Then a substitute here in the second half, hadn't been on the pitch but about 10 seconds. Ryan Bradby coming up with one. That one headed, punched away by Smith, and then blocked by Houlihan. Marquez trying to flick it back in. That was a quick play and cleared away on the far side. Reed Sturza over there. Nice job defensively. Ball will be tossed in. Far side near the corner. Sun has pretty much disappeared. The lights are on. And this game, just as the darkness falls, the time is falling as well. That ball sent in. It's headed and just left somehow. Missed the goal. And I tell you, that was a golden opportunity for this team. And I believe that was Castaneda in there. Went up right there in front of the goal, but the ball will go off to the side. And that will be the end of this contest. And the score 3-0 victory going to Lehigh. And a good job, especially on defense, for this Lehigh squad, as the coaches and players will come together to shake hands. And we will say thank you. Once again, Daniel Reed, our producer, John Peters here on the microphone. And a hard-fought contest, but Lehigh coming out on top, taking advantage of some errors, and they'll move ahead with 3-0. We'll be back soon. Thank you for joining us here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series. Proud sponsors AE Engine, Media and Marketing. Also AmericanEagle.com, sponsor of the U.S. Youth National Championship. Bag Tags Incorporated, Target. Also Chipotle Grill, Mexican Grill. Expand a Brand, sponsoring. Also, every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods, sponsors. MLS, proud sponsor. National College Student Athletes, NCSA. Nike, also a sponsor. Positive Coaching Alliance, better athletes, better people. Another proud sponsor, Premier International Tours. Soccer Shots, another sponsor. Also thanks to go out to Sun-Maid Raisins. Your Petro Shopping Center, TA. United Soccer Coaches, also a proud sponsor. USA Soccer. And Wilson Trophy Company, provider of trophies for the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championship Series.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career, to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup